Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. We've got a fantastic 1972 Corvette Roadster. It's a two-top car, it's a 4-speed, it's air-conditioned, it's numbers matched throughout, rare original color, just finished a body off the frame restoration. This is a good piece right here with a lot going for it. Visit volocars.com. That's where you can read all the specs, study the pictures, and that's where you will find out the price, not only on this one, but we do have a few hundred collector cars all for sale at volocars.com. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon, and you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. But right now, both tops are off this Vette. Let's go for a spin. The underneath of the car is probably the best looking part of the car. Is body off the frame. They stripped the chassis down bare, sandblasted all the components, and then powder coated. So the frame and A-arms, all that stuff is powder coated. We have a picture of the VIN number on the frame. The hidden number matches the car, so it's the frame that goes with it. Corvettes were independent suspension, front and rear. It's been completely rebuilt. All the bushings, ball joints, hardware, shocks, they're Delco shocks, completely rebuilt front and back suspension. It's got the optional off-road exhaust, and what that is, that's one less baffle in the muffler. It sounds a little bit better. So that's all new, and it has the proper chrome rectangular tips coming out through the valance. Look up at the motor, it's spotless. The motor was just rebuilt, so the oil pan, all that's real clean. Has original numbers on the starter. It's an M20 4-speed transmission that was taken apart. Well, I should say took the cover off, inspected everything, put fresh grease in it, new gasket, new pinion seal. The whole clutch system's replaced. The clutch, the throwout bearing, pilot bearing, resurfaced the flywheel. The shift linkage was refurbished. The rear end is the original rear end. It's a 336 Posi, and there's a picture on our website of the rear end code. It's original to this car. And everything in back too, all the U-joints and bushings and everything just looks new. The whole brake system's new. It's got disc brakes at all 4 wheels, new rotors, all new hoses, new lines. The e-brake assembly is all complete. I think it had new cables too. And when you just look at the bottom of the car, just all the nuts, bolts, clips, everything looks new, everything is proper. The fiberglass floors are excellent. It has the complete rear spare tire carrier is all there. So under this car is really, really nice. The body is very nice. And I just talked to the restorer, the fellow that restored the car. He's restored many Corvettes. This is not a $100,000 pristine restoration. It's a really nice car. They reused the original chrome, some things like that, which I'll get into. But he said the body was in really nice shape. They repainted it. Its original color. It's called Steel Cities Gray. Pretty unusual color. And it's glossy, and it's going to look great by most people's standards. Under these lights with a critical eye, it's not that glass finish. There's a little bit of dust in the paint, a little bit of fuzziness, kind of like a factory paint job would have been back then. I think one more wet sand, if you wanted it to be like glass, a wet sand and buff would help. But don't get the wrong impression. I'm a pretty fussy person. The paint job is beautiful. The chrome front and back, like I was saying, is still the original, but it's shiny. It's real nice. When you just stand next to the car, like standing here, it looks new. It all fits really well. It even still has the weather shields behind the grills that protect the headlights. The headlights, by the way, are T3s. That's what they would have had back then. He found T3 headlights to put in here. I'll demonstrate the vacuum for the doors, the wiper motor or the wiper doors and the headlight doors. He went through that system. Looks like there's a new actuator. He said he replaced some relays. He said the vacuum's so tight, even after you shut the car off, you can still open the headlight doors. It holds enough vacuum in its reserves. It has a new windshield. The stainless trim all around it's been polished out. Tires are new. They're 15x8 Corvette rally wheels. The chrome back here is original. It's a little bit freckled, but it's straight and shiny. It does have a 1972 license plate on there. It's got the world's smallest trunk, too. Actually, a gas cap is new. It's the correct antenna. So we call it a two-topper because it has two tops. The black convertible top's in real nice shape. He did not replace it. It's probably been replaced at some point. But it is a nice black convertible top. In good shape. The window's clean. The rubber's nice. And it also has the hardtop over there, which is in really nice shape. The paint is nice, the rubber's nice, the headliner's nice. Again, it's not new, but it's really nice hardtop. That'll go with the car as well. The motor was completely rebuilt. It has the correct casting codes, the right casting dates. On the front of the motor, the VIN number and the codes are stamped. They match this car. The numbers are right on the carburetor, the distributor. So the motor was rebuilt. They polished the crank, new pistons, reconditioned the rods, new rings. I put an LT1 cam in there, so it's completely redone. It's so fresh, the motor doesn't even look like it's been started yet, but it has all the correct components. The dual snorkel air cleaner, the lid looks like it's new chrome. All the ignition shielding's new and shiny. Even the lower shielding by the spark plugs. The air conditioning system, it's a factory air car. He told me he went through the system completely. It blows ice cold. It has R134 Freon. The radiator was recored. The heater core was replaced. All the hoses were replaced. The upper hose is a reproduction stamped GM. The shroud, the clutch fan is new. Looks like the pulleys are new. Power steering. There's just lots of new parts. All the latch mechanism and hinges for the hood is new. The rag joint on the steering column looks new. The brake line, the junction is new. Again, the pulleys, just lots and lots of new stuff in here. It all looks really nice. This is really, really nice. It does have some aftermarket chrome valve covers that say Chevrolet. The interior is real nice, all new carpet front to back, new door panels, new cushions in the seat, new upholstery. The whole center section there, the whole bezel around the shifter, the heater control panel, all that's been replaced. It has the correct shifter with the chrome ball and the lockout shift handle so you don't put it in reverse accidentally. These vacuum cans, the hoses, all that looks really nice. It's got the front spoiler down below. The door jambs might be the original paint. They're just a shade different. The weather strips are really nice, but I can't say they're new. I think that's the original paint in the jambs. Original gauges. He said he rebuilt the clock. It is working. Original radio. Real nice steering wheel. The dash pad's real nice. I didn't see any cracks or anything. The visors. The vents look new. So it's got a really nice interior. We're going to fire it up. Looks like the interior light works. And all the specs are on our website. Runs real nice. I don't know if I mentioned, but it looks like the interior lights work. I noticed the backs of the seats are new. The steering wheel is real nice underneath this wrapper too, by the way. Yeah, that sounds good. Nice and responsive, snappy. Headlights open, and now the big test, the wipers. They work. Got really strong oil pressure. Looks like it's a pretty well sorted, dialed in Corvette. talking to the guy that restored it, he seemed pretty up on Corvettes. This isn't his first one by any means. Except I think he was mistaken. Those are halogen lights. I said they were T3s. That's what he said he thought he put in there. He must have mixed it up with another car. Runs good. You got a 4-speed air-conditioned Roadster here, folks. Frame off restored, ready to go. Like I said, it seems to be dialed in, well sorted out. This is going to be a great car for someone. And this is an investment potential too, with all numbers matching and all the options. Very desirable car. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can find ways to contact the salesman. I just gave you my honest impression of this car. If you have specific concerns or questions, feel free to ask. They'd be more than happy to help you. They can also make financing, delivery, and the paperwork that's involved real easy for you. Go to volocars.com to get started. If you enjoy watching our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on that bell icon, and you'll be the first to see the next one posted. Thanks for watching.